Are you single, but you're a dream chaser and you're trying to find a supportive partner? Well, honey, this is the episode for you. We are going to be telling you how to find a supportive partner for your ambitious goals, period. Stay tuned, subscribe, and check this next episode out. Welcome back to the Black Girls Den podcast, episode 28. I just want to say that. It's your girl, Alicia.
It's your girl, Sheree.
And we are the co-hosts of the Black Girls Den podcast. If you didn't know, now you know.
Period.
So yeah, this episode we are going to be talking about literally like how to find a supportive partner or what to look for from a supportive partner. As you know, we are dream chasing girlies, we're ambitious and we want to thrive. But before we get into that, we always have our den diaries and we want to talk about like our hot take on non-supportive partners, and also like, should you be single to chase your dreams, or do you need a partner to chase your dreams? So we're going to dive into that a little bit, and we are going to, chat it up. So make sure you get your wine and make sure you have, your good vibes.
Mine right here.
Period. That Prosecco, is that how you say it? Prosecco.
By Issa Rae.
Period. Make sure you grab your Black Girls Den wine glass. If you ain't got one, the link will be in the description. You get 15% off for your first one. And all I have is water. Ain't no free promo because water is water. Okay.
Right.
Except if it's Pure Life. That's the best water. But yes, so we're going to get into it. Do you think that you have to be single to chase your dreams?
I feel like to a certain extent you don't have to be. But if you aspire to be, then sure. But I don't necessarily think you have to. I feel like it really just depends on the type of partner you have. Yeah.
Yeah, well then let's talk about that. Like, what does a non-supportive partner look like to you?
Let's see here. I was going to try to throw out some names, but I can't really think of anybody at the top of my head right now. I would say in general, a non-supportive partner is someone that doesn't show up for you. Like if you have business aspirations and say like you started your own hair salon, your partner didn't come to the grand opening. He doesn't even help to try to, him or her doesn't try to invest into your business aspirations. Like they don't try to help you promote. Like anytime you bring up your business, they're like, they don't want to talk about it. Like they're only worried about themselves or they don't even really care. To me, that's giving like a hater, because sometimes you can be in a relationship with people that definitely are haters for sure.
What if they have their own stuff going on?
I mean, that's fine, but you still got to support your partner as well. So I feel like if you guys can interchangeably support each other, that's like the best thing, because as you know, we have all these celebrity couples that they have their own dreams and aspirations. And I feel like they do show up for each other. Like when Beyonce had certain concerts, Jay-Z shows up for her. When he had his, she would show up for his, and I feel like, yeah, a supportive partner definitely should show up for you. I think they should be your motivators. I think they should be encouraging you as well. If they can, invest into your dreams and aspirations.
Maybe you're going too much deep into the topic. We're at non-supportive.
Non-supportive. Yeah. Okay, well, not supporting your dreams.
Yes.
They are not investing into your dreams. They are not being motivational. They are not being encouraging.
Yes.
So yeah, that in a nutshell, before I get too deep into it.
Yes. I'm cracking up. I would say a non-supportive partner, my hot take is it on someone who doesn't understand. Like, understand what you're doing. So I feel like that's not supportive if you're not understanding of like my
like emotionally.
And my passions. Yeah. Like you mean understanding emotionally. Are you saying like...
I would say like if you're distraught or something like that and like say something happened in your business and like you go home and you rant about it and your partner's just brushed it off. Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Like they're not there. They're not giving you that emotional support, through the trials and tribulations.
I was even thinking about understanding more like that you're working on your business. So it's like, okay, like, it's like you make time for what you want. But when you work a 9 to 5 and then you have to go home and work your 5 to 9, like you have to be understanding, like they might have to be at vendor events. They might have to go and travel. They might have a speaking engagement. So you have to be understanding. And so if they're not understanding, then.
Right. They may even be up during the nighttime, like at 2 in the morning doing content creation.
Or 10:30 at night.
Right.
Like us.
Yes.
Yeah. So like.
I'm going to get into that because that I ran into that with my ex. So.
Oh yeah, so I would say that would be a non-supportive partner. Mm-hmm. And as women, I know that it's kind of hard to like really balance like life in general, things that we go through, dreams, and then like men or women, whatever you like. But it's like it's hard to really navigate that space. So my hot take on a non-supportive partner is if they're not supportive, then you don't need to be with them. Period. That's my hot take on it. But I feel like in society we see a lot of non-supportive partners, and we see a lot of people who, like, yes, you can praise your woman or whatever, but we don't see enough praising the woman. Or we just see like they're shading the woman a lot, right? Or like they're not even supporting or whatever. So I mean, sometimes it's over. I don't want to say overhyped or over support, but some people are like, okay, like yes, praise your woman. It's not even about really praising your woman, because what you do on social media has nothing to really do on what behind you closed do doors inside of it. Yeah, so I'm not saying like you gotta like praise, like he has to praise you, but I definitely think that we should see more supportive, men for these women out here who do want to have it all. And I feel like it's so hard when it's like these non-supportive men, we don't care about your money, we don't care about this, we just want you to be home and cook. Like some people are more ambitious than that, so we're more ambitious, and we're single, no kids, like married or whatever. So we kind of want to talk about that and like what we look for maybe in a supportive partner, and like what you can look for in a supportive partner. And also we have some people that we want to relate this, like some pop culture people that we're going to talk about in this episode. So hopefully y'all enjoy this, because you really have to be like selective of your partner. And you got to manifest him, pray for him, and really have to like figure out like, is this the man of my dreams, and is this the man that's going to support me on my dream chasing? And so that is what we are going to talk about today. Okay. Let's just dive right into it. Is there like a person that's like your fan favorite that you feel like their man supports their dream? Or we can go back to like what you might look for in a supportive partner.
I know it's kind of contrary, but we talked about this before. I would say like Ciara and Russell. I think they have a good relationship because, as we all know, Ciara's a pop R&B singer. Russell obviously is an NFL player. Two different industries, right? But I feel like they both show up for each other. I feel like even through Ciara having her children and stuff like that, she's still out there trying to make music time to time. Like, he's still been supportive of her dreams. Like, she gets backlash sometimes too, because I know she dives into like the Christianity and stuff like that, and he still sticks by her and whatnot. And
who gets backlash? Ciara?
She has got it in the past a little bit, like with, I don't know, I guess like
her music. Yeah,
being kind of more like secular or whatever. But yeah.
Well, that's what her industry is.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, I used to like, I wouldn't say I looked at their marriage, but I kind of even looked at like Megan Good and Devon's because, she was still kind of trying to do her thing with like film industry, modeling, whatever, and stuff like that. She would get a lot of backlash as well. And he definitely still stuck up for her.
Oh, he did support her.
Yeah, I feel like to me that was, even though they're not together anymore, I feel like that was a couple that I'm like, oh, okay, they're two different industries, two different sectors and stuff like that, but they show up for each other.
He tries to work as much as he could, but I heard that she didn't want kids. Maybe he had one kid. So I don't know why they got divorced.
Oh.
But I don't know. But to the Ciara point, I was going to say, Russell, I heard, like, bought her masters, like, to her music.
Oh, really?
Like that.
I believe it, because he got that, what he played for, that NFL money. I don't remember what team he plays for. I don't even know.
Well, he used to play, I feel like, for Seattle. Now he plays for, maybe he plays for the Broncos now, I think.
I think so.
Denver, Colorado. And who knows where they live at. But yeah, I think Russell is supportive. I think she is very much supportive of him too, but literally, like, she literally doesn't have to work, so like that's good. So I think she's supportive. I think he's supportive in like, okay, now she wants to be a mom. Like, now she has about 4 kids now, all the kids or whatever. So I think he is supportive, but he also does praise her and like, show that attention to her. So I think that that's really cool when you can like go do something like, oh, I want to do this, like, and they invest in you. So I am so sad. Y'all have y'all own feelings about this. DC Young Fly and Jackie O. Like, I love Jackie O.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he didn't show the world that he was supportive of her, but if you watched her, like, you know that he was supportive of her. Like, he bought her, like, a camera. He told her, like, you should vlog. Like, he really put her onto YouTube. So I think that he did support her. He showed her, like, he invested in her. And I think a good man invests in you. And also, if y'all don't know Erin the man, if you don't know her, I don't know, you might not watch YouTube, but her man invested in her too. Like, he like got a camera. He took photography classes. Like, he helps her with her videos. And now he literally works for her. But, like, at the beginning of the stages, he was doing her thumbnails. He was out there shooting. And they literally just had a baby, so shout out to them. But, like, he really invested in her.
He still helps her to this day.
Yeah,
with
like,
her YouTube channel.
in the business. Yeah, so, and then they have another business. So, I really look for a man who's going to invest in me. And that's also something that I see about my dad. If my dad invests in me, that means you need to invest in me. Like that. My dad, he like bought me a camera. He like actually bought us our microphones.
I was gonna say he invested into the podcast.
Yeah, the microphones. And like when I said I wanted to go to Paris, like he basically paid for that in high school. And so, yeah, so it's like I look for a man that is going to invest in your dreams. And so that's what I think is support. Like, and I'm like, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel. Like, you need to be coming with the camera. My friend, oh my gosh, sorry. All these things.
Oh, you're good.
My friend, actually, she had a YouTube channel now. She didn't finish her YouTube channel. But her man bought her a camera. And I seen that camera. I said, girl, get that to me because you're not using it.
Oh, what is it? Like a Canon or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. Toss
it
over here.
Get that to me. She's like, I'm going to start doing YouTube again. Girl, if you see this and you ain't use that camera, go ahead and ship it to me.
Right.
But yeah, he bought her a camera. And it was like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, invest. Like, if I say I need a light, if I say I need this or I need invest in me. So I think that's a supportive partner, someone who listens to you and invests in you. So that's hand down what I'm going to do. And even thinking about it more like investing or like taking their dreams seriously. So I'm going to use two people that y'all might know. Of course, y'all know we talked about Tabitha Brown before. She moved to She moved from North Carolina to LA, as we said, right? One time, but then they moved back and they had to move again. But I would say as a partner, Chance literally invested in her and like believed in her dreams. Like Chance worked at in the police academy. They moved back to LA and like she was like, I want to do this, I want to do that. So he was working to do that. So also, I feel like a man that maybe might sacrifice something for you, like if they know that like this is you, like this is what you're going to be, this is what you're going to do. And they were talking about temptation, like in their episodes or whatever. They have a Friday show.
I did see that actually.
You did? And he was like, temptation where? He was like, if you ain't writing no New York Times bestseller, ain't no temptation. I'm like, period. So it's like even that. And then my favorite, I don't know if y'all know her, Angel Lakita Moore, the Margarita girl. She moved from Kentucky to LA.
Oh, I didn't know she was from Kentucky.
Well, she's not from Kentucky. She's from Baltimore.
Oh,
she went to school at UK for her master's degree. And then she met her husband, but he moved out there for her. So I think that also too, like even me to this day, like I don't want to live in Kentucky. I do really know where I want to live at. But even when I start talking to a man, I'm like, are you okay with moving? This is really where I want to move.
Oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
It's like, man, my friend said that a man, if he loves you, he'll move. So it's like, I'm looking for someone that's going to be open to the idea of moving. So it's like, are you open to the idea of moving? Are you going to invest in me? Like, I'm not saying you got to put everything to the side or whatever, because it's going to be mutual and beneficial. But it's like, okay, this is what I want to do. And then when I get this, then we can do this. Or like, if you're already good, that's good. But those are some of the people that I think that I look at too, like for inspiration, like, oh, well, their man followed them, like their man did this or whatever. So it's like, okay, I know that my man, the man that's coming for me, is going to be supportive in that way, whether we move, whether he buy me a camera, buy me a house, let me live my writer dreams, buy me another computer, like whatever, whatever we have. So that's what I think.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And even to go into that extent of like influential people, and we talked about Victoria Monet. I don't even know what her man really does. I don't know if he's like a model or what, but I just know that any show yeah, possibly. But I know any show or concert he's usually there, and he's been through her career with. And I thought Victoria Monet was younger, not to throw shade, but she's actually like 35, 36 or something like that. So I'm like, that's good. You were able to have a baby and still be in your prime. She came out with her popular song.
Put it on my
mama,
on my hood. Yes.
Yes, and he was there for her. So I feel like even that couple I would highlight as well as being inspirational. You know, how she turned out her career and things like that. And I mean, the list goes on of people that are, I would say, kind of more in the back seat while somebody else is in the front seat. But you even have people like Jay-Z and Beyonce. I know they're kind of like cliche, but I feel like, you know, throughout the years, they have definitely shown up for each other. You know, any major show that Beyonce's done, usually Jay-Z he's usually there with the kids and all.
Well, he technically works. I don't know. That might be a little different.
Well, I mean,
he like make her music for her and stuff because it's like, why would Jay-Z not be there? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I don't know.
Well, I mean,
because they both like. I don't feel like they had to sacrifice. Well, I don't know if they had to sacrifice anything because she was like she was already on Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
So I guess I think I'm talking about from humble beginnings when you ain't got nothing.
Okay.
Because Jay-Z, he is Brooklyn, Beyonce.
I get what you're saying. It's people that started from out the mud type of ordeal.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But yeah, because I'm like, they kind of already had their platform. They was actually kind of put together for real. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm thinking about it, like, I'm thinking about like people like, out the mud, like get it how they live
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like kind of like that. But I was gonna say to supportive, I think another word that you have to know, a supportive partner has to be secure. So I think like finding a secure man, because even if you think about it, like baby Tabitha Brown read Wendy Williams, you know.
She did. I didn't even know that.
What?
No,
girl, you didn't know? You know Tabitha Brown retired Chance, right?
No. Well, I figured, because he used to be a police officer. So, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, that was like the big news, like 2020. That's what Tabitha Brown retired her man, and that was like their plan or whatever. And so Tabitha Brown like announced it. And, you know, Wendy Williams is like, how y'all doing? She was like, you retired your man, what? Like, she was like, she wasn't going in on Tabitha Brown, but, you know, she had her like, like, how you doing? Like, retiring your man? Why would you ever do that or whatever? And like Tabitha, you could literally see it on like YouTube. They was like, Wendy Williams ain't been the same since that read.
Ooh.
Yes, that's what they said. They was like, she read her the night. She's like, I hope you find love that will have you like feel like this. I hope you find somebody. Like Tabitha was reading her. She was like, I hope you find love. Like me and my husband, we made this commitment. He did his part. I did my part. And I promised him that like I would take care of him if I was to like, you know, be a...
But my thing is, if you become successful, why would you want your husband to still be working a 9-to-5 anyway, being a cop?
Well, I don't know. Now I don't know about being a cop.
I mean, or whatever. And you're making millions possibly.
Well, now they're talking about that.
Why would you want your husband still being a 9-to-5 sector? That makes no sense.
Well, they're saying like, why are women retiring their men? That I've seen that on like threads or whatever.
But if it was the roles reversed, you would want your man to retire you.
Yeah, no.
So why does it make a difference? The double standard, like that's just cap to me. Like,
I don't know, but that's what they talk about on threads. Like they're like, why are people so excited about retiring their man? Your man should be retiring you. So I don't know.
But if your man is not as creative as you or aspirational, what if he's investing money into your dreams while he's sitting back working his regular job, letting you do your own thing and you blow up one day? I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I don't see nothing wrong with her retiring Chance either.
That's her husband.
Yeah, I don't see. But Wendy had a problem. But I'm like, Wendy, girl,
well, Wendy, you got cheated on. And
your husband was taking money from you.
Exactly. So, scamming, bamming, everything.
Yeah, she read her Tabitha Brown. She
love you, like, Wendy, but sit down.
She was like, I pray that you find a love like this. And I just hope, like, she was going and she's like, all right, now, have a good day. Or whatever. But no, I'm talking about on threads. They're talking about like retiring or whatever. I mean, I don't know. It just depends. But I think that someone in that situation, I feel like they have to be secure. Like if I was, like even if I was doing things, or even like, you know, because Tabitha Brown is out there now, like Angel, like people have more access to them. So I think you have to have a secure man. Even Victoria Monet, like people are out there now with more access. So I think that a supportive partner is secure in like who they are. One, and they like have pride. Because I think like now Chance, like he has like a lot of pride about it. And even like Angel's husband has like pride, like think like, yeah, my wife is, you know, the bomb. So I think someone that has that caring spirit. And they always talk about women being nurturing, but low-key like a man being nurturing, but I guess like in a provider sense, like being nurturing, I feel like in that sense of like, oh, I'm gonna protect and I'm gonna provide for my woman. So like I'm gonna make sure she's good and like she has her dreams come true. So
yeah, I was just reading on TikTok the other day. I can't remember who it was. Somebody that was influential. Her and her man was together for so long, but then they split up because it turned out he was like jealous and insecure because as she was gravitating and getting to more fame and success.
Are you talking about Money Long?
Money, yes. Yes, her and her husband. Yes, that's exactly who. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't really know.
I don't know too much of the backstory.
I didn't see that, but someone was like, her new music is kind of about that. They was like, her new album's about that, but nobody's good because they was ready for hours and hours and I
know, because she was in love, like lovey-dovey. Now, I don't know if she's going to be in her single girl era, like pop walking. I don't know.
Well, I know it's like depressing. I think she's depressed about it because they were saying that her new music is kind of
yeah, because I never knew she was married, but I don't really tune into people's lives like that.
Yeah, I didn't know she was married in 9 years. I definitely didn't know. But I was going to say this now. I might get a little flack for it. But I think that Clarence is very supportive of Queen Naija, and I think that he showed up for her, no matter if he has not married her in the last 6 years. But I think he is very supportive. I think he protects her. Like, even on YouTube, they were saying something about Queen or whatever one time, and he was like, no, y'all not about to talk about my shawty. Like, he got on, like, YouTube, like, actually, I think it was Clarence, like, I think it was Chris, her ex, like he was saying something about her and like Claire, like they was going back
I do remember
forth.
That. Yeah,
they was going back and forth, and then there was like a song or something like that or whatever about her, and he was like, "Y'all not about to." Oh no! It was Trey. Right, made a song and put
Armand and Trey.
Yeah, you know Armand and Trey. Trey made a song and it was like about all the old YouTube couples, and they put Clarence and they put Queen and Chris in it, and Clarence was like, y'all not about to just swipe over that, like that was real something or whatever. Then they got into it, but then they talked off the line, and he was just like, he wasn't even thinking about it like that. He was just like, these are the all old YouTube couples, and Clarence was like, no, y'all not about to like dismiss my shawty's feelings or whatever. So I think he does show up for her, and then also like in person, like he even like he was at all her music, stuff like that. Now, we didn't know she was pregnant, but he was supporting her, like, on her first tour. He was helping her, like, he did help her, like, make money because she said she didn't have no money. So, I think he is a very supportive partner. And that's what I was saying, like, before. I think they have a bond. I think that's kind of why she's staying there. Like, he's supportive of her music because, baby, with Chris, she wasn't getting nowhere. And he's like helping her come up with new music, as in a sense, because, like, it's a new, lifestyle, like what she's doing, like she's in a new era, like she's happy, she's flourishing. Like I think he's supportive in that way when it comes to her career. And so I think that's kind of what you need, someone that can like see you, and someone like it's like a kind of like an admiration. Like we all know she can sing, we all know this and that, but it's like you kind of know what you got and you could like see potential. And I'm not talking about like potential where they ain't did nothing. Like Queen did things, so there's a difference between potential with these men, ambitious men, ambitious women. It's like I'm ambitious and I'm going to do it. It's not like they have the potential to do it. They're already doing it, and then you can see more potential when they're doing it. So I think he's very supportive. That's just me. And then I don't know, y'all love her, y'all hate her. Jackie Aina, I think Dennis really supported her and like her like candle line and everything like that. I watched her like I guess about 5 years ago now when she had like her 30th birthday party or whatever. It was so cute, and she was dating him and stuff like that. But I think he really invests in her as well.
Yeah, I think he does too. I mean, I know she's kind of controversial, but I think being like in that realm and how much backlash and controversy she gets, I'm sure he's helping her behind the scenes to stay afloat and keep her sane as well.
Yeah, they were talking about that. I don't want to get blocked, but they were talking about the blocking and stuff like that. And Dennis was like, I think I might get blocked for this when he was like commenting under her comments because they're talking about how she's blocking people or whatever. I don't know if she's controversial or she just doesn't want people to like talk about her or something like that or like comment different things. But
I don't necessarily know if she's controversial too much. I mean, she definitely has no filter. She'll say what she needs to say. But I feel like a lot of people come for her a lot, and I don't really know why. I'm like, I don't. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't watch her because I'm also not like a makeup guru person or whatever. But yeah, and then someone else you were saying about Arlette. I don't know too much about Arlette, but if you watch Pop the Loom Pop.
Oh yeah, they said that her husband invested in her like when she first had the idea. Her husband got her like the camera and stuff like that, helped her to get the space to like rent it out to start the dating show and all of that. So I mean, that's cool. And I think he still helps her with that to this day. And she's definitely took off. Like, her videos are doing great. Like, they are viral every time she comes out with something. So, yeah, I mean, moral of the story is to get a partner that is going to invest into you. And I had that experience a little bit with my ex. Like, when I wanted to start my clothing boutique, I actually got my LLC through him. He actually paid for it. And he went with me to Chicago when I went to a fashion fair to check out the vendors and stuff like that to buy clothes. Like, good. He was like, oh, hey, I'll go with you. Like, so he paid for the hotel. Period. You know, went with me to the event. We got our name tags. Like, we checked everything out. Like, it was more like a business trip, but we turned it into like a recreational thing. We actually ended up going. It was funny enough, off topic. We went to this Jamaican club and we ended up seeing one of the girls that messed with R. Kelly was in there. He was like pointing her out and stuff. I'm like, oh Lord. We went to Sarani, who's like a famous Jamaican artist. We went to his party in Chicago. It was so much fun. Chicago. Yeah, it was so much fun. But yeah, and I'm like, you know, any little thing that I had going on, like even like with the models and stuff, like he got his cousin to like model my clothes, like, you know. So I appreciated him, you know, during that time of my life, because this was something I really aspired to do. You know, and if I would have been with somebody that had been like, oh, yeah, well, you don't need to do that. Or, oh, I can't really I'm not saying you necessarily have to always put money into someone's dreams. But if you can't be there for them, like the moral support, what are we even doing together? You know,
I'm about invested money.
Yeah, I feel like a supportive partner has to be there for you emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And sometimes financially, exactly. Yeah. So, you know, because you're going to have those days where you want to give up. You're going to have those days where you feel like I can't keep going. So if I can't get I guess I want to say, like, if I can't really get like moral support from you, or just feel like, can I talk to you and stuff like that, and feel some type of inadequacy, then there's no point in being together.
I'm so weak. Now, they did divorce, I would say that, but I thought they were such a cute couple. I thought he was supportive. Now, I don't know nothing about after the allegations, but I was going to say Iman and Tiana.
Oh, okay.
Just from watching their show, I mean, he didn't really have nothing going on, but he supported her because, like, she started like her auntie productions. He had the kids, like she had the kids, and he was like in the video. They had like video shoots, and like she was just doing all these different things. And so I feel like he supported her. Now, do I also feel that's why I said you have a secure partner? Because I don't know where the basketball career was going. And whatever else he was doing.
He's trying to be an actor now.
Yeah, actor. He was on Insecure, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was on 20s too.
20s.
Mm-hmm.
He did like a cameo. So like, I feel like he was kind of supportive, and he's just fine to me. But I feel like he was supportive to her. Now I don't know why they got divorced or whatever, but I feel like he like showed up for her and like kind of like helped her, you know, within whatever she was going through. And that's just like kind of what she said, and kind of like what I seen and like how he posts her. He would just always like show her love and appreciation. I thought that was so sweet. But as you all know, we don't really know what's going on behind closed doors, because like as we said, a couple of them already got divorced. Some aren't married, so everybody has their different issues and different things like that. But you also have to know like what your deal breakers are and what you won't accept. But I think in all, just thinking about like how to find your supportive partner and where to go. Baby, don't sleep on the networking events, and don't sleep on like where your industry is at as well. And so make sure that you know like what you want. Like, do you want him to invest in you financially? Do you want him to be moral support? Do you want him to like go with you to events? Like, right. You know,
I was gonna say, yeah, because your potential partner or who you're looking for, they could connect you to someone else. Like, they could be a network avenue.
That's why I'm trying to marry a director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a filmmaker. Because I write and he makes the films. Anybody out there know a filmmaker?
Power couple.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, we could literally be a power couple, and literally no shade, but like, if y'all have no writers, there's no films to make. So, yeah, exactly. And then as a filmmaker, you already know he knows the actors, and I don't want to do that, right? But I know the network and I know the festival. So, boom, we get it. I submit to the festival. I write. He films. He make it. Submits to the festivals, and we get on the network. Right. I already have it all in my head. Now I just got to find the filmmaker.
Now, me, for my supportive partner, I need you to own a winery because I want to come out with a wine line. I need you to have a podcast network.
Oh, Adam. You remember we were talking about Adam and Tamara?
Oh, yes.
She quit the real baby.
Oh, we said Serena and her husband.
Oh, yeah, Serena. What's his name? Alexis. Because baby, yeah, I said Alexis. Oh, we said Eve too. Yes,
Serena and Eve.
Serena don't Serena's daughter don't even have to hit a racket, okay?
No,
Serena's
never.
daughter has a business. So that's what it is like, investing in you. Now, I don't know, Serena was kind of done playing tennis already, but I think he definitely leveled her up because he was like the CEO or something, but he gave it away to give it to a black woman or something like that. Like a colored woman, because he was like, this is like equity or something, and he just got another business. But, hey, the thought that counts.
Right.
As in, Serena has a very supportive partner. He flew her to Italy or something like that, right?
Right.
When she wanted Italian.
And we can even talk about Cassie and Alexis Fine, her husband now. Like,
he is very supportive.
Very.
Everything that he did, like, I'm like, that was a blessing in disguise. I don't know how they met, but like, that was good. He is very supportive, and he stands 20 toes triple down for Cassie.
Oh, yes, definitely.
So, like, that's what we have to find. We have to quit trying to break our necks, for these unsupportive partners that don't got nothing. We need supportive partners. We need men with money. We need men who want to invest, that are secure, that got some money, that are secure. I got some money. I'm just saying it again for y'all, okay? And that want to see you shine, basically.
Right.
And not have you barefoot and pregnant unless you want to be barefoot and pregnant. Or,
No.
have you retired or something like that. Or if you want to chase your dreams. So.
And depending on if you are religious or not. I mean, if you're into Christianity and like you're big on faith, that's another thing going into support a partner. Find you a man of God, somebody you can pray with, somebody that can call out these demons in the name of Jesus. So I'm like, that to me is very important. Yes, like, I mean, because you could get spiritually attacked when you start your business. You don't know if people are going to come after you, be inconspicuous. You don't know what you're going to entail. And if you don't have a prayer partner, somebody that you can be equally yoked with, that makes a huge difference.
That's why, like, before we recorded, you was like, well, I was like, this girl, she got like, this dude was attacking her about her business on Facebook, where she's like, thank y'all so much. Y'all know my character. And she was like, not that he tried to say I had a Sunday school. She's like, I'm glad that it remind you of church. Cause like, that's kind of what she was built on. She was 26.
Period.
And maybe I should bring her to the podcast. She has her own school. She's in
okay, cool.
Yeah, she runs her own preschool actually.
Oh.
But yeah, people were like, I don't know if she had like a bad review or something like that, but someone was like,
now why would somebody get attacked that has a preschool?
I don't know what they were saying. He was like, you run your school like a Sunday school or something like that. She's like, well, thank you, amen. So I don't know. I don't really know the whole story. I just got a little bit about it. But to your point, like having that faith and making sure, like, okay, I have a man that's going to pray with me. I have a man that's going to shoot, even probably fast with you, because you got to figure out some things and like steadfast, and you really have to have someone like prayer room supportive. So it's like, pray for a good man. Pray, and also you got to let them show you, like, because they be doing all this talk. We need action, baby. If I say I need something, I need to see it tomorrow.
Right. And that's what we've talked about before, too. Like, when you're looking for a partner, be a little hush. Don't tell them too much, because, you have the men out there that literally want to act like they're exhibiting your characteristics that you're looking for, and they don't match up to it. They can say, oh, yeah, I'll do this all day long, and then you know them for like 2 months and they just flip the script. They become totally different, because that's not really who they are. And I don't really look and tell people, like, I tell them like a little smidget, but I don't really tell them full on what I'm looking for. I'm like, just be yourself, show who you are, and we'll figure out if we're compatible. I'll see if you're going to be supportive for me, because how you are and how I am, it may not line up.
Yeah. I never tell them. They be like, not what you looking for. They be like, what type of man are you looking for? Or like, what quality?
They always do.
Yeah, I'm never telling you what qualities I look for, because if you ain't got them, I'm going to know.
Right, exactly.
So no, I don't ever tell a man what qualities you look for. Don't even tell them. Even people be like, oh, what do you do? Like, they be like, podcaster. Now, I have recently shared that I'm a more podcaster because I'm trying to get them downloads, But I never tell people I was a podcaster. I never say anything. I never share. Like, you can't follow me on Instagram. You can't follow me on social media, because you're not about to come here and think you about to get some of my followers. No,
I'm weak.
So it's like, no, just watch them. Y'all need to, if y'all have not watched Divorce Court, go watch Judgely Taylor. Shout out to her, that's my girl. She'll tell you, like, you gotta watch them. You gotta watch them more. She's married for 40 years. So it's like, don't tell them too much. Just observe and see what they're doing. See, and you could be like, oh yeah, you could just play it around like, oh yeah, I really want to start a podcast. Or like, oh yeah, I really want to start a YouTube channel. If he's not like, oh, what you need, baby, he ain't the one.
Exactly.
If he ain't coming with you like, oh, let's go to take some pictures. If he ain't, investing is time to.
Or even trying to like listen to the podcast. Like, I met someone recently that, boom, he wanted to subscribe to the channel. Like, wanted to, like, I'm like, okay, so how else can you help? I'm not saying I'm looking for someone to like necessarily like invest into me right away. But if he doesn't even have the interest into what I'm doing, I just feel like, Because, you know, like with my parents, for example, like I told you how my mom has always had entrepreneurial paths. And like my dad, he doesn't know anything about cooking. You know, he doesn't know anything about selling ice cream or like selling clothes or anything like that. But anything my mom has ever done, he's always invested into her. Even like he's always showed up, came and checked on her, or even went to certain shows, like try to be moral support or try to help out any way he can and learn and stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, if my man's not doing that, throw the whole man away. Like,
I'm crying. Yeah, this one dude, he was like, oh, he's gonna subscribe to my YouTube channel. He actually listened to my podcast, where I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird for me because I also don't want them to see like
too much like of your authentic self or
but no, I want them to know the authentic me without, you know, because this is
the social media
podcast. But then it's like, I mean, well, it's called Black Girls Den, so I don't know if you're gonna listen to it or not. If
we do got some male listeners, a little.
We do, but I'm like, I'm not gonna fault you because I'm like, it's not for men,
right?
So I'm not gonna fault you if you don't listen to it. But I will call you out if you be like, okay, you listen to it or did you not listen to it? I share my Millennial Thoughts podcast because that's for everybody or whatever,
right?
I'm like, oh, I have a YouTube channel now. I have had a couple dudes they have like subscribed to my YouTube channel, and like followed it and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm a little iffy on that. I'm a little iffy on that. Still, like if I
when I had my TikTok when I was ranting about men, I would not tell them about my TikTok page only because I did not want them to go into my page saying like, "What are you saying about us?" And I'm like, "Yeah," because I'm going off.
Yeah.
So you might be a little turned off by that. It might deter you, and because. You know, I'm not holding back.
I be saying like, I don't be talking crazy, but yeah. So it's like, I want you to kind of get to know me before, but then also that is like kind of like before the date. So like maybe after the date or whatever we cool, then I'm like, okay, I do have this, I do have that. Like I was telling you that girl, she's dating a pastor. Now she has a TikTok series. She was doing dates and she's not talking about him bad, but she's actually saying all good things. But it's like, okay, yeah, she shows him that, but that's literally like about one person, which is crazy. But yeah, I'm not like, oh, you have to listen to everything. But like this dude, he was like, oh, like you should do this, you should do that. This one dude was like, oh, y'all should get a sign. I said, do you want to pay for it? Then he's like, how much it is? Are you gonna pay? I said, I'm not gonna tell you the price unless you're gonna pay for it.
Right.
Ain't heard from him since. So is you gonna pay for it?
Okay, period.
Yeah.
And it's under $100, so that just shows nothing.
So if you're not gonna pay for it, then what you asking questions for?
The sign cost is a typical date.
Okay. Literally. So what you gonna do? So it's like things like that. Like, I don't know. I try to be like, okay, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. But I would say it to him either way. Is you gonna pay for it or is you not gonna pay for it? So yes, that's what we have to say about supportive partners. Hopefully y'all enjoy this episode. Hopefully this is something fun for y'all. But we are gonna wrap it up with our travel. With our
trivia.
Lyrically correct trivia. We're gonna see if we can get some lyrically correct going on. Okay.
Oh, you want me to ask you?
Yeah. You see
this is my song,
girl. Am I gonna know it?
You may not. I don't know. You might though. You might. What did PD Pablo want you to do after you take your shirt off?
I do know PD Pablo, but what's the name of the song? Is it gonna give it away? I don't know it then.
Oh my God. I don't understand why I don't know the name of this song. He would be like, North Carolina, stand up.
No.
You don't remember the song?
If it was before 2008.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, no.
This came out in like 2002, 2003.
Oh, no, I don't know it.
Oh, yeah. I was in middle school when the song came out.
I was in elementary.
He said, you twisted around your head, spinning like a helicopter, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't have known that.
Really?
No, that was like in second grade. I was listening to that music.
That used to be my song.
I don't know how you remember. Oh, well, you was in 8th grade.
Yeah. He also came out with the song.
I do know who he is.
PD Pablo, you know, the... Freak a League.
Yeah, that's what I was like, I do know Freak a League, Monique.
But North Carolina boy.
Oh, he's from North Carolina? No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
I'm so weak.
Yeah, I would have never got that. Okay, we did this one. What did Joe want to know?
I want to know what makes you cry or what makes you smile. I mean, there were so many different things Joe wanted to know. There's not a multiple choice? It's open. I want to know what makes makes you cry. So I can be the one.
And tell me what I gotta do to please you.
So what's the answer? Did I get it right?
No, you haven't got it right yet.
I want to know.
I want to know. I'm surprised you don't know.
It was like, what makes you smile? What makes you cry? I want to know if I can. I'm trying to think. I want to know if I can be the one something. I don't know. I just know the song.
I want to know what turns you on. So I can
That's what I'm saying. He said so many different things.
Tell me what I gotta do to please you. If there's anything you say, I'll do it.
I'm weak.
You want to do another one? Because we both failed those.
Sure.
Oh.
So you be asking me again.
Oh, this one's easy. Destiny's Child didn't think you were ready for what?
This jelly.
Yeah. That was so easy. And that was my choice. I don't think you're ready for this because my body too bootylicious for you, baby. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Okay, now you go. Ooh, let's see if I get it. I need an easy one, multiple choice.
How many pounds did Big Pun lose?
I have no idea who Big Pun is, so next.
Really?
Girl, no.
Girl, you were young.
Yes, they talking about Big Pun. What's the dude that just passed away?
Fat Man Scoop. I can't believe you don't know who Fat Man Scoop is. Yeah, 30 and up crowd.
Yeah.
Big Pun, he lost 100 pounds.
What? No, I don't even know who Big Pun is.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm going to have to do another one.
Okay.
Oh, no, like you can ask me another one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know who that is, so.
Old school rapper. Big Pun was from Texas, I think. Pretty sure.
Is he still alive?
H-Town. No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, girl.
Why did Nelly tell her to take off all her clothes?
It's getting hot in here.
I was going to say, you better know that one.
Now, I know Nelly is getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes. Shout out to Nelly. He had another baby. Nice.
With Ashanti.
Ashanti is killing it. Sheree don't think Nelly's a supportive partner.
I don't know about all that. I just know he was going to knock
supportive?
her up. I just expected it.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, that is our 90s and 2000s trivia game, period. We're going to end the episode how we end it every time, and that is with our affirmations. Tell me what I gotta do to please you.
Oh, just a side note, my dad went to school with Joe.
Joe?
Yes, he did.
Joe Mama? Mm-hmm. He's from up there in New Jersey?
Yeah.
I don't know these people.
Yeah, he is. I told you that. I was like, my dad's originally from South Carolina, and he moved to Jersey when he was younger.
No, I knew he moved to Jersey. Mm-hmm. I didn't know Joe lived in
Yeah, they're
Jersey.
both from Newark. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. They went to the same high school. He was like 2 years younger than him or something.
Oh, and that's what I was like. Oh, that's what I was like, the South Carolina.
They said he was singing all through the high school, my dad said.
And that, look where he at now. I want to know.
Love the Power theme song.
Don't change your dreams. He knew he was going to be a singer if he was singing in high school. Mm-hmm. Oh, you got to do it for me.
Yep.
Did he have a supportive partner, though?
I have no idea.
Are you making your man sign a prenup? Let me know in the comments. Supportive or not, baby. Is it your money or is it his? Let me know. You want to read yours first?
Sure. Mine is every girl is beautiful in her own unique way.
Okay. Anything you think there should be more of, do it randomly. Scrawled on the wall. Random kindness and senseless acts of beauty. Ann Herbert.
Okay.
Well, I was thinking of more of something differently. Anything you think there should be more of, you should do it. But I was going to think about in the dream chasing, as in like in your business, because I am reading this book. It's called I'm a Bad A at Making Money by Jen. And she's like, anything you see that you think that can solve a problem, make it and create it. And that could be your dream. She's like, there's not enough healthy fast food places.
Right.
Make one. You want to do something, like make it. So anything you think there should be more of or anything you think that should not be, if that's your dream, make it and do it and create it and live your dream life and get somebody to invest in you, a.k.a. a supportive partner.
Right,
period. And if you have any supportive partners for us, I'm just playing. This is the end of this episode. Hopefully you enjoy it. And we are out of here.
Yes.
Make sure you follow us. Make sure you subscribe. And make sure you leave us a review and make sure you rate us on Apple Tunes Podcast. We had a lovely review on Apple Podcast. If you listen to us, you can go see it. But it was our lovely winner of the giveaway that we did. And she said our episode was authentic. She loved it. She's like, we're real, raw, and tell our perspective and have our stories.
Holding it down for the sisters.
Yes, fellow sisters out here. So, if you want to leave
Single
us a review,
sisters.
period. Leave us a review on Apple or Spotify and we will read it. And we are recording on my phone. That's why I can't literally read it. But, maybe next time we'll read yours if you leave it. But you can also leave us a 5-star rating. That is great for us because we need to make it to the top 10. And we need to be top number 1 podcast.
We need to be the number 1 podcast for self-development.
Okay. Oh, that was personal development.
Personal development, yes.
In the world. Surpassing B. Simone.
Period.
So, yes.
Let's try this
there.
now. Not again.
Let's get there. Yeah. Let's get there now. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.